Chelsea versus Liverpool this weekend, and the audacity of Liverpool to win one league title and to put this, one league title in 20 years, to put this onto Instagram. Ooh, Frank's team talk is sorted. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Kavkas. I am fired up for today's video. This is unacceptable. I don't care what anyone says. We're going to talk about the post that Liverpool's official Instagram account put out. Then we're going to go into Frank Lampard's press conference and the predicted Excel based on what I think Frank is going to pick. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about the game on Sunday. And I'm fuming. I'm fired up. Lego! Before we get started, do the channel a massive favor. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It helps so much when you're a little channel like mine. And keep it interactive. I want you guys to keep the comments below super interactive. Talk to me about anything I talk about today. Let's go. So I'm scrolling down my TL, right? And I see this. Trent and Hendo. Who's scoring the worldie? Hold on. Who do you think you're playing? Who do you think you're playing? Are we Arsenal? Are we Arsenal? The disrespect. Ooh, listen, team talk sorted. Frank put that on every single one of their lockers, right? I swear to God, if they don't absolutely prepare and get ready to rip Liverpool to shreds, then I don't understand what kind of footballers they are. The audacity of this tweet. You win one league title in 20 years and you think you're all that. The disrespect. I'm fuming. I can't wait for this game now. Talking about the press conference, we've got news. Everything you need to know from that press conference, I am going to cover. All the key takeaways. You don't need to listen to Frank talking for 15 minutes. I'm going to give you this in under 6. Lego. In regards to the injury updates, Frank said Ben Chilwell's out the game. Christian Pulisic's out the game. Hakim Ziyech is out the game. Listen, what is the point of having these new signings if they can't play? They didn't make this cut. They're all injured. They're 100% out of the game. I'm worried now. I'm not going to lie. Some good news. Thiago Silva is fit and raring to go. Look, he's been in training for 3 days. The game's come too short. As in, he's not ready. He's not going to play. But he's fully fit. He's building up his match fitness. He should be playing the game after this. That's a positive. I don't care what anyone says. Frank added a lot of positives about Thiago Silva. Kurt Zuma already spoke about how excited he is to play alongside a legend of football like Thiago Silva. Frank said he might not speak the language, but his demeanor says more basically. Look, there's some sort of cats, right, in this world where you're just around them and you're like, rah, we don't speak the same language, but I've got so much respect for you. Look, we don't see eye to eye, but the respect level is there. And with Thiago Silva, when he walks in, he owns the room. He is a boss. Alpha, captain, and hopefully legend one day based on what he can achieve. In 2 to 3 years, if we win a lot of trophies, quick stint, who knows? He might become a cult hero, let's be honest. He could become a cult hero. You know what I love about Frank Lampard, right? The I will win no matter what cost. The audacity of this man. So they asked him, are Liverpool the front runners? He was like, I can't say that. Manchester City and Liverpool, yeah, they're the top dogs, but I can't say that. And you know what? I love it. Look, we are Chelsea. We are Chelsea. We are not Arsenal. We are not Spurs. We're not Manchester United present day version. We are Chelsea. We compete for trophies. We win trophies. And more importantly, we're going to push those guys. I'm not saying we're going to win the league, but we need to go in with the incentive like we are going to win the league. And that's important. Frank was asked about the new potential goalkeeper, Edouard Mendy. My man said, no comment, keep it, step in, I'm not on it. As you can see, he didn't say that verbatim, as you know, but he doesn't want to talk about it. That gives me the indication that this deal is going to happen. It's a matter of when, not if. Mendy will be a Chelsea player, and may it come as quick as possible because we are in desperate need of a elite keeper because anyone coming in compared to Kepa is elite. So you can literally have Ross Turnbull come back and at this moment in time he's better than Kepa. That's how bad it is. He was asked about Ruben Loftus-Cheek and man, Frank was really down to earth and I really liked that press conference from Frank today. Frank said Ruben had a big injury. It's unrealistic to think he's going to come back in, hit the ground running, and you need to be more realistic about how you judge players. And it's what I said. A lot of this is to do with confidence in his body and in himself. And number two, he just needs a run of games. We need to be patient with Ruben Loftus-Cheek. We can't sacrifice Ruben because I think he's a tremendous talent. I really do. And I think he's going to have a long, bright future at Chelsea. Now, speaking about the predicted XI, this is what I genuinely think Frank Lampard's going to do. And I think we should be kind of excited. Let's get into it. We'll start from the top downwards. All right? Let's go. I think our striker will be Timo Werner. I think Timo Werner is going to be causing all sorts of problems on the break. If you watch the game, right, against Liverpool versus Leeds, Bamford's pace, power, his tenacity to run into the channels, to chase lost causes, caused all sorts of problems. And the high line that they hold with Timo Werner, we can exploit this. And in this situation now, we've got a striker that can finish. This could be very interesting. I'm not going to lie to you. I smell a Werner goal. Then, on the left wing, I believe it's going to be Mason Mount. I think Mason Mount is going to get another run out. I think Mason Mount is a player that's becoming really controversial at Chelsea. Do I think Mason Mount is world class? No. Do I think he's terrible? No. I think he's bang in the middle somewhere. But yet, people love to go into the polar ends of the spectrum. And hence, this guy gets a lot of abuse or over-adulation, I think that's the word. Overpraised, let's just go with that. Overpraised. So in my opinion, I think he will get the runaround on the left wing. It will be Mason Mount. On the right-hand side, we're going to have our boy, Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is going to get another opportunity to shine. Kai Havertz did not play out of position. Kai Havertz played a lot of his time actually up front, right wing, cam, CM, CALM, or it's one of those things where this guy, right, he's very versatile, and in his young years, he's had a lot of experience in different positions. So I think it's harsh to say that Frank played him out of position. I just think he's rusty, and the only way to dust off that rust is by playing. So it's time for him to play, and let's see what he's made of. Midfield, the right-hand side, Mateo Kovacic comes straight back into the side. I think Mateo was suspended and would have played in the first game. Mateo Kovacic is pivotal to this team, and I think Mateo will start in the midfield three. I think N'Golo Kante will be in the squad as well. N'Golo Kante will play, and he's going to be tackling. He looked very imposing against Brighton. I really liked the way he played. It gave me nostalgia of top-class N'Golo Kante. The one without the injury problems, N'Golo Kante. The one in the Conte midfield, N'Golo Kante. We are going to have one heck of a player, and we will need him to disrupt the hell out of Liverpool's midfield. So, N'Golo Kante, midfield. I think Jorginho is going to be at the regista role. Jorginho will be needed to keep the ball. I think that midfield three is very reliable, especially in big games when they're compact. They sit in front of the defense, they dictate the play, and they move the ball forward quickly. It's a shame that our front three aren't the quickest, in the sense that Mount's not that fast and Havertz is not that fast. It would be very interesting to have a Pulisic and a Hudson-Odoi alongside of Werner. Man, that would be an interesting way to break at teams. I think Ruben will be dropped, so I think Jorginho is in the regista role. At left back, I think Cesar Azpilicueta will get the run out. I think that Frank saw what happened to Tariq Lamptey. Tariq Lamptey ended Alonso's career. I'm telling you now, after what Tariq done to him, right? I would be surprised if Alonso plays anytime soon. As soon as Chilwell's back, he's in the team. In my opinion, I think it's going to be Cesar Azpilicueta on the left-hand side, trying his best to deal with Mo Salah. Centre-back partnership is going to be, or you already know it, Zuma and Christensen. They're the two. They played very well against Brighton. I gave them a lot of credit in my match review. I think if they made one tiny mistake, they would have been criticised like hell. But yet, to this day, this season, they've not let us down once. So, we're going with the same again. Let's go. Right back is going to be Monsieur Reece James. Reece James is going to be bombing down that wing, crossing it in, and we're going to be hoping someone gets on the end of that cross. Because from open play, I'm really worried to see what we can create. Anything that we do is going to come from the wide, and Reece James is going to be pivotal. I think if you notice what Reece was doing a lot, when the ball was on the left-hand side, he was coming into the midfield a lot to just compact it, just in case there's a counter-attack of break. He was there to disrupt it, and I think that's very important. His versatility will be phenomenal. Goalkeeper, I don't think it's going to be our friend Kepa. I think Willy Caballero is going to get the shout. I think he's going to get the nod ahead of Kepa. That long shot, in my opinion, it was the final nail in the coffin. Like, I think it's time to get rid of him. It's time to move on. And I think it's time to, in my eyes, just all in all, just feel like it's time to move on. Kepa needs to leave. He really does. And I think this is the year. But this was the Kavkas view. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my look into the squad, who I think Frank will pick. My score that I predict for the game is going to be 2-1 Chelsea. I'm going with a passion merchant version of myself. I think we're going to sneak a win somehow. I don't know how. I really don't, because we've got a lot of injury problems, but I think Liverpool are leaking goals and we can catch them on the break. It'll be a marker. It'll be a statement. I'll take a draw right now, please. But it is what it is. I need to hear from you guys. Leave it in the comments below. Tell me how much you enjoyed the video. If you didn't like it, tell me what you didn't like. We can improve it next time. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'm out. Peace.